Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last video, what did we do originally? Oh, we got into a scuffle, a rather large naval battle, actually, with pirates on the way to the Lotaeri Health Center. We then doubled back to repair our vessel, quite expensive, and then we came back over here. The Lotaeri Health Center, it turns out, was... inside of it was the living, heavily mutated creature, this doctor, which had suffered immeasurable centuries of torment in its devolved state. It communicated with us psychically, showing us what had happened to it and pleading with us to kill it. We did so, and we gained a feat for our efforts. Body horror. After what you've seen, you'll never look at the fleshy form the same again. Critical hit chance with weapons and unarmed attacks against humans and non-insectoid critters increased by 3%. Resolve decreased by 30%. What this means, obviously, is that we will crit things more often, but it also means that our will has taken a hit. Our resolve, I'm sorry, not our will, the resolve, which is based on it. Here it is. So it's now 85. It probably was close to 130 or 120. What that means as well is that we will resist far less psychic attacks that come our way. Attempts to hold us in place and or incapacitate us and so on. While we were here, we saw a room which contains a microchip implant device. We're going to double back up and see if we can use that device now that we are not as distracted by saving the life. Oh, sorry, by eliminating the life of the poor doctor who had been here. We also should eat some food while we're here, so let's have a cave hopper steak. I mentioned that things might be a little different for us now that we're done with this area. And you'll see what I mean in a few seconds. I'm done with this area. Now that we've now that we've destroyed the doctor. First, note the receptionist is not actually here. Her parts are not destroyed, and there is still nothing here on the charging pedestal. We probably imagined her all together, and she never existed at all. Oh, we can still open this. Oh, we're gonna we'll go back to a different area actually once we're done with the implant here. I'm jumping ahead. I'm sorry, everyone. In the other room we had been in, where we found the Death Man, I will walk over there to show you what the area looks like after we're done with this. Another sidearm. Looks like most of these are unpowered. Yep, out of order. But there is one still operational after all these decades. Lemco LMCU4 Microchip Implantation Extraction Unit. If performing microchip implantation, make sure that the appropriate microchip implant has been properly inserted into the slot located above the hand aperture. The unit will automatically determine its functionality and request replacement if necessary. If performing microchip implant extraction, always make sure that the proper mode of extraction and disposal has been selected. Please make sure to replace the sterilization mixture canister once the gauge turns red. The implantee's hand needs to be bare. It should also remain motionless for the entire duration of the procedure in order to avoid complications. The procedure is atraumatic and does not require anesthetics in the majority of cases. The procedure should always be performed in the presence of a qualified physician. Let's take the microchip out of the hand we found it in. Waiting for the implantee to insert his or her hand into the aperture. Use Phil's arm. Following the on-screen instructions, you carefully remove the glove from the hand. The gloved hand has always felt somewhat fleshy when pressed, much fuller than one would expect, as if the glove has somehow preserved this very old hand from decay. The glove has preserved it, it turns out. Too well, in fact. You've been carrying a living creature with you all this time, if one can call this a single creature. What you actually see is greenish tissue in the shape of a human hand. Familiarly tumorous and unmistakably perverted, writhing unhappily at what you've done to it, or perhaps at what you're about to do next. You insert the hand into the unit's aperture and observe. So, I'm assuming that when we took it out of the glove, it began squirming and moving around. It's effectively alive, filled with bacteria, or whatever mutation has taken over has given it some sort of life. A sharp instrument emerges from the top of the aperture, targeting the area between the thumb and the index finger. A small nozzle parallel to its tip sterilizes the hand. The mass begins twitching and squirming as if in pain, and the implant driving into its flesh exasperates its condition even further. A second passes, and the microchip is out, disappearing inside the unit. You hear a familiar spraying sound coming from inside the unit, and following a short delay, the microchip implant drops into a small tray on the unit's right side. The hand is motionless and sterilized, its green colorization slowly losing vividness. You remove it from the unit. It is now dead, if it was ever even alive. Extraction successful. The microchip implant has been sterilized and deposited into the extraction tray. Extract. Oh, well, we're done with that. Let's implant a microchip into ourselves, shall we? Microchip implant slot is empty. Please insert an appropriate microchip into the slot located above the hand aperture. Insert Phil's microchip implant and put our hand in the aperture. Why are we doing this, you are asking? It's a good question. So, in order to access this one location we'll get to soon, we not only have to have the microchip and have had it upgraded, which we did, but it must be within us. I could have done this first to show you guys the need for what we're doing now, but that would just have slowed us. It might have made more sense thematically as to why Gabriel might be just deciding to put this in himself, but in gameplay-wise, it would have added a little bit of time for me, having to unequip everything and put it in this one canister, only to have the process fail because the chip isn't in our hand. So to spare us all that time, or spare me all that time, I am deciding to do it in this order. You insert your hand into the aperture and rest it inside a padded cuff. It slowly closes around your wrist, keeping it firmly in place. A syringe-like instrument emerges from the top of the aperture, targeting the area between the thumb and the index finger. A small nozzle parallel to the needle sterilizes your hand, and you feel a sting, and the microchip is in. The instrument retracts, and the cuff opens. Implantation successful. Testing. Test signal received. No issue with the microchip implant detected. Okay, all done. Let's investigate the other part of the Lotaeri Health Center, and then we'll head back to Aegis Incorporated to tell the good doctor about what it is that we've just done. This was the place. You might remember that these doors were opened by the strongmen. Oh, we can actually open them. We can still open them. Oh, that makes us a little awkward. I thought with Garrett, they had reclosed and were locked. It was like I wasn't ever in them to begin with. The remains are actually still here of them as well, so at the very least we did fight these creatures. Okay, everyone. What else should we do while we're in this area? So... there's a tower, if I recall correctly, that we might be able to walk up into, since I've already consumed some cave hopper steak. I think we need an agility of 9 for it. Oh no, I needed 10. I need to bring some cave hopper boots with me for +1 more agility. Okay. Alright, then let's get out of here. Oh. My vessel is not here. That's a junk jet. Although, while I'm here... Apparently I left some garbage here. Let's take these. Ooh. I can't carry these, or I would love to bring these back with me to, whatchamacallit, Core City. I will mark down... Since those parts will be worth a bit to Ray over in Core City. You're kidding me! Wow, I hate you guys so much. We need to get them. So that means we gotta get into our plasma leviator to kill them. Okay. Good, it didn't hit us at least. Holy crap, that would have been bad had we missed it. Oh, I don't have the... I have what it takes to make it into a leviator. Let's double back. That is acceptable. I am willing to accept what you have just decided to do to yourself. Because you can be reached by me while I'm standing on land. No, you can't! Alright, into the boat we go. Don't throw an EMP grenade, please. Alright! Up close and personal. Dry foot. Oh, right, you're out of power now. You can't actually run away from us. All right, victory. 2 more flipping pirates. Jesus. There's many more of them out here than I remember them there being. I don't have the weight capacity. So we'll just mark that there here in case I need more cash. Okay, so let's actually go north and see what's inside this area. We should charge our hammer. You're kidding me. 2 more of them. sprinting is not going to help us. He will not throw a EMP grenade at the moment because of the fact we're near the friend. Though I'm going to charge this one instead. The reason is because I noticed that was a pinner a little too late. I don't like being hit by electrical bolts because it gives us dazed. We don't really have any more rooms. We're just gonna let them and their corpses remain there. Oh my god, another jet ski. There's many more pirates than I remember there being on jet skis. With Garrett, I think destroyed 7 of them. We've killed at least, I think, 11 at the moment. Oh, more pirates. Do I want to deal with these guys? No, we don't have any room for their loot. So we will go around the long way. Okay, so what else have I been doing? I think last episode I was talking about Dungeons and Dragons for a bit. I don't remember where I left off in that regard. I think I was beginning to talk about 2nd edition and some of the things I disliked about it, although it's still the edition I go and grab. Attention all sect troopers, the camp is under attack. I repeat, we are under attack. All available troops should report to camp defense. This is Gabriel, I'll be over there as soon as possible, over. Roger that, Gabriel. Oh crap. We were heading in that direction anyway. And this battle will probably take a while, so I'm going to imagine that we'll be probably doing the fight, then talking with the doctor, and then that will do it. Oh, sorry, the professor. And then that will do it for this episode. That also means we'll talk about D&D, because I'll be talking about the battle instead. Alright, let's get over there. If I recall correctly, we want to be over on the east side of this area. We don't want to actually be near Yahota. All those caltrops, holy crap. I don't think I want to use the shield quite yet. I don't see any enemies, so we'll just stay here and wait for them. Looks like some of them are beginning to suffer some poison damage. Sometimes you can actually see the caltrops vanish as they're walked on. This, I think, helps prove that you can probably do battles more efficiently with enough pre-planning. Traps and caltrops, they're very powerful and let you win battles that you might not otherwise be able to win. And make it battles you can win significantly easier for you. This does mean we'll want to recover the ground once we're done with this fight with more caltrops. Incompetent. We're wearing metal boots, so we could walk out here, but I think we'll just wait. They're probably going to have another spawn of more troops soon. Oh, there's a stealther right around here somewhere. Okay, we'll shout to make him visible. I see him now. I didn't see him, but did not see him until he took damage. He's right here. I forgot that their knife guys can stealth. Oh, looks like Sec. Agents Incorporated have some mines down here. Oh, thank God it didn't actually affect the Sec troopers. Oh, there was a mine there. Wonderful. Hey, that's great. We eliminated most of them. 3 of them are now quite dead. 4, actually. Although, so this guy died on top of another one. I don't need to throw the flashbang yet. Holy crap, nice critical hit. Okay, what do you guys have on you? That will last for 2 turns. Have the same thing. You're about to become dazed at the end of this upcoming round. That's good. That's all I think I need to do. I guess we'll back up a tiny bit. This guy should make it to me and then immediately become stunned. This guy might be right behind him as well. And this guy will end up, well, he'll be free at the beginning of the next round. Okay, she got a quickly. Oh, he got to attack twice as well. Yeah, suck up all those caltrops. Should be good. This guy's about to lose his vitality surge. Good. I want to move back a little bit. We're going to get a net from the spear guy. I think we'll be okay. We'll activate the shield this time, though. Yeah, they can stay... The rest of Aegis Incorporated, the entirety of them can be on this side, helping Yehota. He's immune to all poisons. I guess that makes sense. His head looks like a serpent of sorts. I am going to flashbang now. So I don't want to have to take hits from this guy. I'm still stunned. There's not much else I can do. I guess we'll charge our hammer. Oh, I should have had the anti-poison. Oh my god, nice hit. But I wish you'd focus on this guy. Since that Kriegsfahrt isn't quite up to us yet. All sniper rifles on Aegis Incorporated at the moment, too. Yeah, I like all those misses. Okay. Let's hit him. Stupid. Let's sprint away. There we go. That should be good. Heartbreak poison hits us a little bit, but we're still looking okay. I'd like them to move up in range of our snipers, so I'm going to pull back a little bit more and see if they do exactly that. I'm assuming the only ones left are indeed their range support. Oh, let's move. Okay, so that should have dragged them up a little bit more. It did. I need to be careful because our own troops will walk into those caltrops to hit the enemy. Nice! Lots of misses today, of 95% chances. We've had 3. Oh, good. He's dead anyway. And I think that will probably do it. Yep. Perfect. Piece of cake. Let's take back our throwing net. I don't think there's anything on these guys I even want. Guess we'll take some of this. Bodies will be here later. I think they all get removed in between battles. Spirit potions. I don't think we saw too many of them. We'll take some. I think that's... I'm really just going to look for more vitality powder, but if I don't see any more, that will be fine. So, oh my god, look at all of them that died trying to make it up to the snipers. So, Brilliant Skeeter Knife. Decent damage on that. Good critical damage bonus, too. Holy crap. If they crit, they're really gonna hurt. I really liked fighting these guys with Garrett and with Gabriel and what have you. I like that they don't have any, like, they don't have any treasure on them. Not really. And it wouldn't make sense that they would. As everyone looks like they survived without... We didn't lose a single sec trooper, even though one of them made it up here. Oh my god, look at that sword. Well, that does look like a chain sword. Maybe we should take this. We'll take it with us. Freaking savages. Alright, so let's recharge our hammer. Actually, we should buy some... whatchamacallits for that. Some new energy cells. Okay. Well done. And that didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought it was going to take. I thought that would take like 40 minutes to do that fight. Less of them in that sortie. Alright, footlocker. So what are we leaving in here? Let's first see if we can sell some things. Hey, Marcus, you have not recycled your inventory yet, but you are still buying things. So you'll buy an energy weapon. I should really repair that. Yeah, it's worth a ton fully repaired, so we'll do that. Also means now we need more repair kits, because I think we're out of them. We're completely out of repair kits, I think. Let's sell that for all the money he's got. I'll take all of your small energy cells. I'll take that. We'll take all of those. Can't quite take all of them. How about this? Take those two. Perfect. He's still buying another energy weapon. We could sell the Lumerium blaster to him. Why not? Well, actually, I don't need anything that he's selling any longer. I could take plasma micro dischargers. I'll wait till he recycles his inventory. That means Lattleman, though, recycled his. Okay, so we can sell him. That should be repaired. I don't have any... Oh, I do have repair kits. Let's go ahead and repair it then. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Alright, Lattleman, here you go. I'll sell you that shotgun. All the cash you've got. Or some of the cash you've got. Now we can recharge our hammer more efficiently with small energy cells. And we'll full charge it. Charge our shield. Charge our electrical sword, energy sword. Okay, so I do not need all the stuff on me. I should probably double back to Core City again. So let's do that really quick. To leave some of this stuff there. Back to the Merchant District. And we'll see if... Oh, you're over there, Mr. Alphabet. Let's go over here. Oscar, you also recycled your inventory. So, I don't have anything I want to sell you, though. Not on me. We'll come back. Where's Alphabet going? Okay, it's not going here. Garcia, I want to vendor all of this to you. I will take... Do you have any repair kits? Okay, so... Oh, I have repair kits in here as well, Tim. That was a mistake. It doesn't matter. Alright, so let's leave that here. I'll stick the blaster over here. Oscar, you'll buy some of this crap, so let's sell this. Oh, actually, we might as well sell the armor. That's going to be, I think, all the cash you've got. Yes, it is. We have a little bit of room left over. Wow, 1, 2, 3 weeks. I'm going to grab that. We'll take some Napalm C, because I should always grab that whenever it's available. And I think that will do. Oops, did I... What happened there? I think I misclicked. Alright, let's try this again. I want to sell this, for all of that, and then I want the boot spring, and I want the Napalm C. Go to the doctor. Well, Alphabet's not over here. Hello, Heidi. So you will buy 4 medicines. Oh. While I'm here, we should always buy all the ampules. Anyone sells. Then, I don't want these, I don't want these, I don't need 9 vitality powders, I want some more than here. I definitely don't need 16 healing bombs either. That should be another general store. Good, he's not going to trap me in here. And I can sell you a gun. Or 2 guns. Perfect. Alright, let's repair this other sword and take a peek at it. So, it would be this used here. Sorry, I like to look at the weapon. I'll take a look and see what it looks like in her hand as well. So, where's my current sword? So if I can do this, okay. So we currently doing 28 through 43. This does 10 through 40. 16 action points, 14 action points, 11% crit chance, 7, 140 critical damage. 100 minimum damage. So far this weapon is beating the new one. Oh, that would make sense. Durability on this is only 13. Cards of a living target for 3 turns. Reduces action points by 2 and increase target chance will be critically hit by 3%. But our weapon, I think, does the same thing. So that's not a perk for it. There's a 25% chance with each swing. And it does it 3 times. That will bleed the target. That could be good if we were using a character that had, what's it called? Bloodthirsty, I think is the feat, where you do extra damage to bleeding targets. And there's a special feat that when you use it, it consumes all the bleeds on the target, and it does damage that the bleeds would have done instantly right then. Damage increased by 7%. Oh, our weapon has that too, okay. Okay, so this is okay, but not better than what I'm currently using. Alright, so stuff has been sold. We dropped some stuff off. Oh, while I'm here, I think you should drop other stuff off that you accidentally didn't take with you. Those get left behind. We'll visit Hassan right now as well and try to sell some component parts to him. Oh, Halim, sorry. He's buying 2 blueprints today. We'll sell him both of those. I'll sell him... How many parts is he buying? 3 electronic parts. We'll sell him 1, 2, 3. All of his cash. He still has some trade... We still have some trade value left over. Let's go take the elevator and we'll sell some more electrical parts to Cortec. So I guess we are, in fact, not going to do a whole lot of other adventuring today, since I'm doing all this on screen. So, okay, let's talk about D&D for a little bit longer. So, with the interest high amongst a few, amongst my brothers and a few of my friends, I've been, as you know, working full tilt on my D&D campaign now, and it's a lot of fun. Or rather, not the campaign, on character classes and what have you. Oh, I meant to like give you an example or two, but no one really seemed that interested to want to know such. So let's just say that I have, like, I think it's 23 different character classes created, and I spent some of today being May 6th, 2020, working on the character sheets. It occurred to me that my brothers and my friends probably do not own a 2nd edition handbook any longer, player's handbook that is, and they probably, even if they did, there's no character sheet that, to my knowledge, that comes with them. So I had to go and create one. That took a bit because I made some mistakes today, but now that's all set. And 1 second, we're looking at Joseph Harlan. He's buying only 8 parts. Okay, good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. $700. It occurs to me we could actually pick up an AI scrambler. They're all the same amount of money, but some of them have different energy values with them. That's interesting. But this takes up a slot, I think, on our bar down here, so I don't think it's... I think we'll skip on these. He will buy one of these. That might be the rest of his cash. It is. Now, what are you selling? What are you buying? Let's see. I don't really need a cloaking device. Another decent boot spring. Palm C will take that. Alright, that's it. I don't see anything else he's selling that I'm that interested in. Mr. Harlan, have a good day. Yeah, so character sheets. I made some PDFs of them to send them to my friends. I have a player's handbook PDF to send to them as well. Tome of Magic. Basically, a bunch of miscellaneous stuff got done. And I had to make sure I covered as much of the rules as possible. I have a hunch I'm still going to end up being on a conference call with them to help them design the characters. Especially some of my friends who have never played 2nd edition. I think some of them have only played like 5th, and only once. And so 2nd edition was before the game became very miniature oriented. Like, there's no 5-foot step in 2nd edition. There's no, to my recollection, there's no attack of opportunity for entering and leaving something's melee range, which is good, because I don't like those rules very much. I was actually watching a few people play D&D while I was working on this stuff. I was curious. I had them on the background, like a podcast, and it would take groups like an hour to do like a single simple battle, thanks to movement rules and stuff like that. That's insane. It takes so long these days to not these days, but it seems to take a lot longer to do battles than I ever remember it taking. It should not take you an hour. It really shouldn't take you an hour to do a fight against like 6 enemies. That is ridiculous. I've always felt there's a problem with the game if it ends up taking that long to do something in it. You know, like the old Vampire Masquerade rule set. Because I only did that once or twice. But I remember that one thing at the LARPs that was stressed was how badly you do not want to end up in combat because of how long combat takes, and they're not kidding. Or at least they weren't kidding back then. It took hours upon hours to go through a fight. Well, not hours and hours, but it would take an hour easy. Oh, what the heck is this garbage metal doing on me? Right, let's go ahead and just... Oh, this must have come from this... These spikes must have come from the destroyed, whatchamacallits, handmaidens. Bottles go there. I can break this down later. Have some anticoagulant. Go there. Ooh, we got some bonding material. Go there. Okay. Oh, can I maybe make... I think I might be able to create plasma grenades now. Let's see. If I take these... I should need those. Where's my plasma grenades? Okay, yeah, I think we can do this. Let's see. As long as I'm here. So I need, I think, grenade cases. We have plenty of batteries on me, so let's see. MK3s. We'll make 9 of them, sure. Let's go ahead and leave the rest of this stuff here. I have a boot spring, I don't want to carry that on me. Stuck here. I will take you back. Alright, let's put this over here. We're almost done, everyone. Sorry. A lot of running around. I would normally, again, I would do this off screen. I'm sorry. Apparently, I'm doing it on screen today. Alright, let's leave you there. We have another sledgehammer handle. Oops, still not done, Tim. That goes in there. It's very important that everything go exactly where it needs to go. Everything must be completely properly sorted. If it's not, it'll drive me nuts. Okay, that should do it. Well, the rest of the stuff we can hold on to. Oh, I have a silencer, actually. That goes over here as well. Okay. Now if I go back to the Black Sea Expedition Camp. Again, occasionally I like doing this stuff on screen just to show you guys how long it takes to do some prepping. Okay, so let's look at what we created. So first off, we have a bunch of crap still on us. We should also cover the ground. Oops, I'm doing the wrong thing. We should cover the ground outside. Oh, can I actually sell these crappy MK3? Crappy for MK3? Yeah, they're crappy, Tim. Can I sell these? I can. Oh! Lotaeri recycled his inventory again! So that must have happened, and Marcus is back with his inventory too. Okay. Alright, so first, before I forget, let's go back to the beach and drop some more caltrops around. Yeah, so I guess for this episode, everyone will talk to the professor, then we'll read the full M7 that we got from the health center, and then that will do it for us. So, no more battles or the like in this one. Oh, we should look into getting these to operate, since now we have, I believe, the hacking skill necessary to successfully do so. Crawler caltrop would be really nice right there. We'll put this here instead. that will override the existing caltrops, yeah, with crawlers. Which means that they're not going to be stunned upon reaching those snipers. We might as well use all of them. Okay, perfect. Let's also put some grenades up here. Wow, 180 to 240 energy damage, 180 to 240 heat. Well, those shrapnel do incredible amounts of damage, though. We have a chance to do up to 540 mechanical damage if all 7 pieces of shrapnel hit the same target. What the heck is this? Oh, and all the bodies are gone. Everybody is gone. Oh! I actually have crawler caltrops. 1 second, then. So I totally want these here. The last one I'll just re-put back in that pile. Oh, wrong way. The professor's back underground, Tim. I guess while we're here, we can talk with the general about the condition of the camp and how the expedition is looking. We could also visit the cook, who I constantly forget to visit. Not selling what I'm looking for. Oh, what's this? Sea serpent fillet. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Highly nutritious, but pretty suey. Has a strong fishy smell. Reduces poison damage taken by 20%, increases evasion by 30. That's interesting. Not useful to us, though. We don't need steamed clams. I guess the only thing that I'm interested in would be fried siphoner tongue. So we'll grab 2 of those. Actually, we'll just grab all of it. I am still overburdened. It is weighing me down. I do have that sword, which I don't want. That's 4 pounds. We're still carrying a ton of weight. It must be all this crap. Oh. Oh, hold on. We have vehicle repair kits we don't need. Before I forget, let's leave those back in our jet ski. I forgot I was even carrying those. Those should have been left behind when I reached the Marine Health Center. Then we'll talk to the professor. So, hello, Plasma Leviator. That's a lot more like it. Okay. Oh, we have an advanced fabric repair kit. I don't need that. We have 2 traps I don't need either. Let's put those in different spots. Rather, let's leave those behind. So, I do not need those. I don't need you either. Chief? What is it? What's the camp security status? There are currently 32 sect troopers defending the camp. Our firearm and ammunition supplies are very good. High-tech supplies? Very good. Medical supplies? Satisfactory. Our jet ski numbers are very good. That is all. Leave you to your work, sir. Because the troops keep using adrenaline shots, they're draining the medical supplies, all because of that. Hey, Doc. Alright, so I wouldn't mind having all 35 of these. How's our poison? 19. Okay, we're good. I guess I'll eat something as well. Let's have beef upper steak. Never know when you might actually be in an ambush. It's not going to happen here, I think. Yep, so, sorry. Distracted today, everyone. Not even talking about D&D like I would like to. Or like I wanted to, I suppose I should say. I think the professor's down here. There's Seeger. Oh, which we'll need to talk with him as well, so he can decode the full Level 7. Come in, Gabriel, come in. I have a report to make about Lotaeri Health Center. You're going to hear certain things that might be hard to believe. We explained to him what we discovered. The surreal nature of your visit to Lotaeri Health Center is difficult to express in mere words, but you do your best, and the professor follows your report with interest till the very end. I don't know what to say, Gabriel. Let's just move on to me getting Phil's microchip implanted into my hand. Indeed, we should, yes. Was there any reason why you did that? I had a feeling I'd need that at some later point. Better do it while I'm there. I'll trust your judgment. I believe Dr. Savage can extract the implant for you. I'll keep that in mind. In any case, excellent work, Gabriel. See Marcus about your well-earned bonus. I'll contact you as soon as I have a new task for you. Okay, goodbye, Professor. Seeger stares at the screen, twisting one of his locks of hair with his index finger and mumbling to himself. He seems to be unaware of your presence. Data. So much data. And only one Zeeter. He flinches. Zit! Hey! Okay, got something for me, man? Yeah. Could you take a look at this for me? Okay, I'll get to work straight away. Done. Got something interesting for you. You can check it out on the PC in my tent. Thought I'd like to gross you out, Seeger. I extracted the microchip from the severed hand. He loses some color just by thinking about it. Extreme. But what for? I needed to implant it into myself. It turns out I was wrong. The host does indeed power the implant. Huh? Hold on. But how'd you manage to open the keep and all those other facilities with the microchip implanted into a severed arm? I don't know how it is down here, but in North Underrail, severed arms tend to be lifeless, okay? Well, it turns out that there was something living inside that glove. We explained to him the microchip extraction process with all the nasty details. And so, each sentence that comes out of our mouth further bleaches Seeger's face until unhealthy shades of green begin to appear. Zit is the only word he uses for the duration of your talk. After you're done with the story, he takes a moment to wipe his forehead before saying something other than zit. Okay. So the sterilization chemical killed it. He twitches his hand as a reference to your story. Like it were some kind of a virus. It could be that. It could be everything. Exposure to the air, the needle, and... yes, the chemical. Zit. He takes a sip of coffee, appearing as though he is sipping some color back into his face. You know what? Let's not talk about this ever again. Zyle. I'll leave you to your work. Appreciate it. Bye. Next step, his computer. We'll read about the Lotaeri Health Center. It's going to be horror related as well, everyone. Hope you like that sort of thing. If I recall correctly. University of Dis, Jeremy Seeger. Let's look at the recovered NPC data. And we want to read about Ida Feller from the Lotaeri Health Center. Dr. Ida Feller, Dr. Mason's transformation. I'm the only one left unchanged, and soon I will be the only one left alive. About 20 minutes ago, Biocorp released more of those gas-dispersing bots into the ventilation system, and Dr. Mason has been affected. Toby and I managed to lure him into the mortuary, and Toby I locked Dr. Mason inside. I'm still gonna go with a her, because I think it was a girl. I can observe her via the surveillance system, the oxygen tank, and I have only one to spare. The only thing I can do right now is watch. First hour since exposure. So far, all those who were affected with the mutagen have displayed high levels of aggression, and Dr. Mason is no exception. She quickly turned violent following the exposure and gouged out one of the patient's eyes through her gas mask. Yeah, through her gas... Oh, gas mask being the patient's, I guess. While Dr. Mason is indeed imposing... Okay, I guess it is a guy. Okay, so I guess what happened is that the first image we saw was a girl, but that was an image Dr. Mason must have shown us of how people in general died, and that must have been based upon what he saw, as opposed to what happened to him. Okay. Okay. So I was wrong about It doesn't matter, I guess, in the end. While Dr. Mason is indeed an imposing and strong man, such unbelievable strength is nothing else but a result of his mutation. Unresponsive to external pain, yet his constant alteration between screaming and sobbing. Pain he already feels easily overpowers all external stimuli. His outbursts are truly horrifying, heard through the thick walls. Second hour since exposure. Whereas Dr. Mason was at first mostly unchanged physically by the mutation, if we disregard his increased strength. Better muscle fiber activation. The consequence is becoming more easily noticeable. He appears thinner, as though he has lost a lot of weight, and on his skin greenish growths. Hair is falling off as well. Behavior has mauled every corpse he could find. Calmed down a bit. He stops screaming, but his sobbing still echoes through the mortuary. I won't lie, I can barely... Laying my eyes on that monitor, and I wish I could just escape this nightmare. But effort requires oxygen, and I'm on my last tank. Third hour since exposure. He's staring at the camera. Doing that for the past 20 minutes. In silence. His body continuing to change. Most notably his ulcerous structure. Nails have fallen off, while his distal phalanxes have grown nearly twice the size, protruding through the flesh and turning into claws. Whole body is deforming. Where the skin is so stretched it is close to tearing. Other than that, growths appear to be more green, and that there is more of them. But those eyes, he just keeps staring. Fourth hour since exposure. He is calling for me. I can hear him clearly. He is staring at me. He knows I am here. He knows I am here. Fifth hour since exposure. He is different than the others. By now, everyone else would have had their cognitive abilities irreversibly reduced to bestial levels. Capable of constructing fairly complex sentences and articulating them clearly. Talking about how painful it is. Wants this to stop. Called out to me. Begged me to help him. How does he know I am watching? High psionic potential? Factor that somehow affects the mutation? Physical change in the last 2 hours has been dramatic. Pretty much unrecognizable. His skin is covered in some kind of oil, and it looks like his body is secreting it. Clearly see the muscles underneath. Have gotten severe scoliosis. Forcing him to walk abnormally and with great difficulty. It is clear that his bones are continuing to deform. Sixth hour since exposure. He turned violent again. Skin began peeling off. In great pain. Screaming and banging on the gate. wants me to let him go. I can't bear this anymore. I have to leave. Mason, forgive me. I can hear him screaming. He is everywhere. He is everywhere. I can see him. He is everywhere. 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 It hurts. Alright everyone, that does it for us. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care everyone.